Hi, this is Dan Chambers of Chambers Law Firm. In our previous video, we discussed starting the appellate process or filing a notice of appeal to get your appeal started if you've been convicted of a crime. In this particular video, we're going to talk about the next step in an appeal. Once you've filed your notice of appeal, the Court of Appeal will then contact the court that you were convicted in and say, hey, we need a bunch of information from you. We need all of the trial transcripts. And we also need all of the documents in the court file. So that's called the record on appeal. In a criminal case, the record on appeal typically has two different parts. The first part is called the clerk's transcript, and they bind it up in a big thick binder. And depending on how much there is, there might be one volume, there might be 15 volumes. It depends on how long and complex the case was. Inside of that clerk's transcript will be every document filed in your case. The complaint listing the charges, all of the minute orders from the court, any motions that your attorney filed on your behalf, the jury instructions used at your trial will all be included in the clerk's transcript. The second part of the record on appeal is called the reporter's transcript, and as the name implies, that's the court reporter that's in court every day during your trial taking down the testimony. That particular portion of the record, the reporter's transcript, can take a long time to prepare because sometimes it's not the same reporter. If your case drug on for 2 years through the court process, you may have had 5 or 6 different court reporters on your case, and each one of them has to be contacted to prepare their transcript to send to the Court of Appeal. That entire process takes a lot of time. So once you file your notice of appeal, just know that it might be a few months before that record is completed, especially if it's a serious case that had a very lengthy trial. So the record on appeal is the clerk's transcript, reporter's transcript. Those will then be reviewed by Chambers Law Firm multiple times to decide what issues we can argue on your appeal. If you have a loved one that's been convicted of a crime and you're interested in appealing that conviction, contact Chambers Law Firm and we'll give you a free consultation. We do a lot of appeals and we'll be able to walk you through the process step by step about how the appeal process works. Thank you.